So this record store day is absolutely stacked. No matter what genres you are looking for, no matter what artists you are into, this year's list seems to have something for everybody. And we have a ton of good hard rock and heavy metal stuff to go through. And yeah, these are going to be some of the stuff that I am going to chase after. And to be honest with you, Record Store Day was kind of... it wasn't losing its luster for me, but it's just become less and less fun and cool throughout the years. I've been going to them for... almost since the beginning. I think I've only missed like the first 2 or 3. So have been to nearly all of them, including the Black Friday Record Store Day stuff that they do. And yeah, like the last few years have just been kind of, a few releases here and there that always caught my eye, but nothing as stacked as what this year is. And yeah, my wallet is going to be hurting if I want to do all of this, which I don't know if I want to do all of it. We'll see. Planning a Vegas trip in April as well, at literally like the next weekend to go see AC/DC. So yeah, a lot of money's going to be going to that. So I don't know what I can do, but there is a few things that I will definitely be after. This is a massive list. There's a ton of good artists. We do have a T-Sizzle release. So, of course, the Swifties are going to be out in full force. So expect the lines to be very, very long. And there's a lot of mainstream artists in here. So it's going to be hopping for sure. Good thing, I don't think any of the Swifties are going to be after any of the stuff that I'm after. Just, I don't want to assume, but I'm just going to... I am going to assume that they're not going to be after some of this stuff. So first up on my list that I'm looking for is the Black Sabbath, the Eternal Idol reissue. So 13th album from Black Sabbath. It's Tony Martin's first album, and this was not in the recent Tony Martin era box set. So I'm super excited that this is finally getting a vinyl reissue. I think this is the first vinyl reissue that it's ever had. I do own an OG US pressing, but I'm super excited to get this. It'll be on 140 gram red translucent vinyl, and I believe Tony Iommi did post about this, and I think it is a brand new remix. It's either a remix or a remaster. I know they have done something to it though, and I believe it's different than the last reissue that they did on CD, the deluxe edition. Would have been really cool if we got a like dual LP set with the Ray Gillen demos as well, like that CD set, but it is what it is. I know that's kind of a touchy issue. Also, to the Eternal Idol coming in at $25, so perfect price point, and it's limited to 6,000. So this will be pretty easy to get. I don't think people are clamoring for Tony Martin stuff, other than me and a select few people with very great taste. It is a Record Store Day first release as well, so they will probably reissue this just like they did the rest of the Tony Martin stuff when they actually reissued it outside of the box set. So yeah, Black Sabbath, the Eternal Idol. Looking forward to that. Next up, something that I'm going to be trying really hard to get. I don't know if I am. That's Carcass's Necroticism. This album is absolutely stellar. Their 1991 released, one of the best death metal albums of all time for sure. Their first album with Michael Emmett on guitar as well, and this special edition will have redrawn artwork, which is very cool, and it'll be pressed on translucent green color vinyl. It's limited to 1,000, and it is a Record Store Day limited run / regional focus release. In the past, my area has been really good about getting these regional focus releases, so I'm hoping that this Carcass shows up here at my local record shops, because that's one that I definitely want. Probably my number one thing on the list for sure, because it's a great record. Absolutely love it. Next up for me will be Deicide's Once Upon the Cross 30th anniversary release. This is 2000. This is a first release as well, so it'll probably get reissued out of 2,500 copies worldwide. So yeah, I will definitely take a look. This is actually its first American vinyl pressing. So that's very cool. This will definitely get reissued though, so if I don't pick it up, not the end of the world. I'll definitely be looking for that. Also, the Deicide is $36, so a little pricey there. Carcass is $30, so pretty good. So not too bad. Not too bad. You always got to worry about the prices, man, in today's market, because these last few record store days, they've had some crazy price stuff for sure. Next up will be Peter Gabriel with Ovo. I think that's how you pronounce it. This is actually a soundtrack album that he did for the Millennium Dome show thing that was going on during the new millennium. So I actually don't know anything about this. I love Peter though, so I definitely will be interested in this. It is a first release, so this will probably get reissued as well. It's quantity out of 3,000. It is a 2 LP, so you are going to pay up there at $43 for that. So not the end of the world if I don't get that, but I'll be on the lookout for it. It might be a last minute like impulse add onto the cart, add onto the stack type of thing. Next up is something I'm unsure about, but I don't know. It's a Goblin with one of their soundtracks, La Altro Inferno, The Other Hell. So I'm not familiar with this movie. I love Goblin. I'm a big Dario Argento fan, horror fan. And I love his giallos. So I will probably dig this. I haven't heard any of the soundtrack, but pretty much any Goblin is good Goblin, to be honest with you. This is 1,200 though. It is an exclusive release, so it'll be pretty limited, and it's kind of a niche thing. So either this will be a thing that sits around forever, or it will be gone. And it is a triple gatefold cover. I did not look up the price of this, but I imagine it's probably a pretty penny if it's a triple gatefold. But it's showing potentially only 1 LP, so maybe not. Yeah, just side A and side B, so it might be pretty good there. I don't know. Next up will be Him with Join Me. This is a 12-inch picture disc, exclusive Record Store Day release, quantity of 3,000. Definitely get this for the wife. It's to celebrate their 25th anniversary of Razorblade Romance. Definitely a big album in the Him lore. And that comes at $26. So that's kind of steep for 4 songs, 2 of which are the same song. One of it's just a different mix. The things you do for love. Next up will be Judas Priest. This is one I'm super excited about too. The Sabbath, and the Carcass are probably my top 3 things. So Judas Priest live in Atlanta 82. 6,400 copies, Record Store Day exclusive release. This is the first time this show's been released on vinyl. And they're taking it out of the 50 heavy metal years of music box set, which is a pretty penny right now. So this will be a good opportunity to get this show, which is absolutely legendary. I mean, early 80s Priest to me is probably peak Priest. Screaming for Vengeance, Defenders of the Faith, British Steel. Like, that's probably like my favorite era of Priest. I know there's a lot of 70s guys, but I'm probably early to mid 80s the most, even in the Turbo. I do enjoy a bit of Turbo. So yeah, Priest is coming in at $42. So not too bad for a 2 LP. It's crazy that I'm saying $42 is not too bad, but that's the world we live in right now. Next up, Geddy Lee's The Lost Demos. Super excited for this. These are 2 songs that have never been released from his recording sessions for his solo record, My Favorite Headache. This is 3,500 copies, 12-inch single, Record Store Day exclusive release. This will be probably expensive someday. Just knowing it's a niche thing, it's Rush related. There's not a lot of there's no Lost Rush songs because what they recorded they put on the albums. So this is some of the only Lost Rush adjacent tunes you're probably ever going to get. So yeah, I'm super excited to get this. It's 2 tracks, and I'll be paying $17 for it. But it'll be worth it. Alrighty, moving on. Next up here, we've got the Ramones. Loco Live, 6,000 copies, Record Store Day exclusive. This is their second live album. This takes place over 2 nights in March 1991 in Spain. This is originally released in 91, but it'll be re-released as a 2LP blue and red vinyl. Super excited about this. 32 tracks. So that's like 40 minutes of music. But I'm super excited about that. 6,000 copies. So that'll probably go pretty good. It is Ramones, but there is quite a bit of them out there. So I will definitely be on the lookout for that. And that is coming in at a cool $35. It's not too bad there. Stone Temple Pilots. I don't know if I'm going to go after this one, but they're releasing their Live in New Haven 1994 set. 3,500 copies, 2LP, Record Store Day exclusive. This has basically everything you'd want on it for STP. Honestly, some of the best songs they ever wrote, and it's a great set list. So I might be on the lookout for that if I can't find other stuff. I know my brother will definitely be after that one. Let's see here. Thin Lizzy. This is definitely one I'm going to get. The Jailbreak alternate version. Love the alternate artwork here. Awesome. 6,000 copies, Record Store Day exclusive release. So yeah, this is Jailbreak, just alternate versions. So demo edits and stuff like that, acoustic versions, just alternate versions of stuff. So it's the album that you know, but different. And I really dig the artwork. It's really cool. Different than the original, which I dig. So yeah, this is a cool release, and it's coming in at $30 for a single LP. So a little steep, not too bad, but that's definitely one. Let's add that onto the stack of must-haves. This one is something that I maybe pull the trigger on, depending on what else I can find. And that is Frank Turner's Positive Songs for Negative People. If you don't know Frank, he's a folk punk rock singer. Really talented dude. Honestly, I think anybody can get into Frank. It's very accessible music. I love this album. This is probably the last Frank album that I really, really enjoyed and really followed along with. So this is the 10th anniversary of this album. 3,000 copies. Record Store Day first. I will probably wait until it gets reissued. Last but not least here is Yes is Live at the Rainbow in 72. 3,500 copies, an exclusive. It's a 3LP. This is taken from their Close to the Edge tour. So this is going to be really cool. The track listing is going to be really good. They're in probably close to top form here. Debatable, just depending on what eras of Yes you prefer. The thing about this is it's going to be a cool $60. So I don't know. I might hold off on that. It just depends on what else I find. I really want it, though. I really dig the cover as well. That classic Yes logo. Perfect. I think I'll have to get it if I see it. It's going to be hard to put down, honestly. It is a Rhino issue as well, and they tend to do good stuff, especially with the Yes stuff. So, man, I don't know. That's a lot of money right there. We're already looking at what? That's easily over $200 of stuff. And like I said, I gotta save money for that AC/DC trip to Vegas like the next weekend. So we will see. I honestly think Black Sabbath, Carcass, The Hymn, Judas Priest, Geddy Lee, and Thin Lizzy are definitely my must-haves. The Yes, Ramones, Peter Gabriel, and Deicide are going to be the kind of, we'll see how I'm feeling. We'll see what I find. And if I don't find a lot, I'll put those in. They're going to be my bench players. They'll be on the bench. I'll pinch hit if need be. But yeah, guys, what are you looking forward to this Record Store Day? Tons of stuff. We got a good 90s stuff. Better Than Ezra, Collective Soul, STP, Scott Weiland. You got a Cure release. Obviously got T-Sizzle, like I said. You got Post Malone. Charlie XCX. That's 10,000 copies for Charlie XCS. So there's tons of that out there. There's tons of that Swiftie. I think it's like 15,000 as well. But they're going to be out. They're going to be out lining up. So get there early. But safe to say, I don't think the Swifties are going to be buying the Carcass. So I think I'm safe there. Or the Deicide or the Yes. Maybe, possibly, but I don't think so. I love it. I love seeing more people out at the record stores. It's fun. It kind of reminds me of the old days of when people used to really care about Record Store Day, and it seems like it's just gotten lesser and lesser important throughout the years. But this year feels big again, so I'm excited. So let me know what you're going to pick up, if you're going to pick up anything, if you're going to participate, or you're going to sit at home and sleep in like you probably should, like I probably should, and not spend any money. But I'll probably spend a lot of money, so we shall see. But anyways, guys, I'll see you next time. Peace.